If you're here right now, this message is for you, and it's no accident. You might not realize it yet, but everything that has led you to this moment is part of a divine plan. There's a reason you stumbled upon this video, a reason why you've always felt different. You've felt it deep inside. There's something more to your life, something beyond the surface, beyond the ordinary. This isn't by chance. You are one of the chosen ones, and it's time to embrace your divine calling. From a young age, you've always had a sense that you were meant for something greater. Even when others didn't understand you, you felt a deeper connection to something more than this world. You may have tried to ignore it, to fit into the mold that society placed in front of you, but deep down, you always knew you were never meant to be like everyone else. Now is the time for you to realize exactly why. You are not just anybody. You are one of the chosen ones, set apart for a higher purpose. God's favor rests upon you. His hand has always been on your life, guiding you, protecting you, even when you didn't know it. But this path you've been walking isn't easy. To be chosen by God means to walk a road few understand. It means carrying a light that the world may try to dim. It means facing challenges and battles that others won't face, and often feeling like you're walking alone. But understand this, you are not alone. Your divine calling is not a mistake. It's not random. Everything you've gone through, everything you've felt, has led you to this moment of revelation. The 7 signs I'm about to share with you are proof of your divine selection. They're not coincidences. They are the marks that reveal you've been chosen for something greater. So, before we dive into these signs, take a moment to reflect on your journey. You're here for a reason. And if this message resonates with you, if it stirs something deep inside, I want you to take action now. Comment Amen below. Why? Because the word has power, spiritual awakening, and alignment with God's will. By commenting Amen, you are acknowledging your divine calling. You are stepping into your true identity. You are confirming that you are ready to rise, ready to embrace the mission that God has laid before you. Many are called, but few are chosen. And the fact that you're here, reading this, shows that you are one of the rare ones, someone handpicked by the Creator to fulfill a higher purpose on this earth. No more doubts. No more wondering if you're on the right path. The time to step into your divine mission is now. So, take a deep breath. Feel the weight of this moment. Feel the divine presence that surrounds you. This is your time. This is your moment to recognize that you were never meant to be ordinary. You were meant to rise, to lead, to shine, and to transform the world around you. As a chosen one, the first and most powerful sign you will experience is the awakening of your soul. This awakening is not just a gentle realization or a passing moment of clarity. It is a profound, life-altering transformation that shakes the very foundation of who you thought you were. It is an experience that forces you to question everything, to look beyond the surface, and to begin seeing the world through spiritual eyes. At first, you may not fully understand what is happening. You may feel as though everything you once believed to be true is suddenly falling apart. Old relationships, old habits, old ways of thinking, they all begin to crumble. The world that once seemed so clear and straightforward now feels like a confusing blur, and you may feel like you're losing your grip on reality. This is a critical moment, one that many of the chosen ones face as they begin their journey of spiritual awakening. But understand this, what you are experiencing is not chaos or loss, it is divine intervention. God is stripping away the illusions, the distractions, and the false beliefs that have held you captive. He is preparing you for something much greater. This moment of upheaval is a necessary part of your transformation. It is in this space of confusion and uncertainty that you will discover your true self, the version of you that God always intended for you to be. The spiritual awakening often comes in stages. For some, it may be triggered by a major life event, an unexpected loss, a betrayal, or a crisis that forces you to reevaluate everything. For others, it may come gradually, over time, as you begin to feel the stirring of something deep within. You might find yourself becoming restless, feeling like there's more to life than what you're currently experiencing. You may even find that the things that once brought you joy now feel hollow and unfulfilling. This restlessness is the sign that your spirit is awakening to a higher calling. During this awakening, you may also experience deep isolation. It's not uncommon for chosen ones to feel as though they no longer fit in with the people and places they once felt connected to. Friends, family, and even colleagues may start to feel distant, and you may find yourself struggling to relate to them as you once did. You may even feel like you're walking this journey alone. But know this: this isolation is not a punishment, it is part of God's plan. He is pulling you away from distractions, from the noise of the world, so that you can hear His voice more clearly. This period of solitude is sacred. It is a time for you to deepen your connection with God and to fully embrace the path that He has set before you. As your spiritual awakening deepens, you will begin to notice shifts in your perception. You will see through the illusions of the world that have blinded others. You will begin to recognize the spiritual warfare happening around you, even if it's not always visible to the naked eye. This newfound awareness can be overwhelming at first, but it is also a gift. You are being given the ability to discern truth from deception, light from darkness, and purity from falsehood. One of the most significant aspects of this awakening is the way your senses will begin to change. You will start to pick up on energies that others cannot feel. You may walk into a room and immediately sense the mood or the energy of the people there. You will begin to notice the subtle shifts in your surroundings that others miss. This is spiritual sight, and it is one of the greatest gifts of the chosen ones. Your awareness will expand, and you will begin to see the world in a completely different light. You will understand things that others cannot even begin to comprehend, and you will feel a deep sense of responsibility to share this truth with those who are ready to hear it. This heightened perception will also lead to a deeper connection with God. As you awaken, your relationship with Him will become more intimate and more personal. You will feel His presence in your life in ways you never have before. Prayer, meditation, and quiet moments of reflection will become essential as you seek divine guidance and wisdom. Your heart will yearn for His direction, and you will find yourself turning to Him more often than ever before. But with this awakening comes a great responsibility. You are no longer living in the same world that you once did. You will start to see things that others cannot, and this may cause tension in your relationships. People may not understand the changes that are happening within you. They may try to convince you that you're overthinking or that you're just imagining things. But know this: you are not crazy. You are awakening to the truth, and this truth is something that the world is not always ready to accept. You may find yourself facing opposition, not just from external sources, but also from within. The enemy will try to use doubt, fear, and confusion to pull you away from your divine path. The enemy will try to make you second-guess your calling, to make you believe that you are not worthy of the mission that God has set before you. But this is where your faith must remain strong. You must trust in the process, trust in God's plan, and continue moving forward, even when it seems difficult. The awakening process will not be smooth. There will be moments when you feel like you've lost everything, and moments when you question if you're on the right path. But each challenge, each trial, is an opportunity for growth. God is using these experiences to refine you, to strengthen you, and to prepare you for the incredible mission He has for your life. No hardship is wasted. Every difficulty you face will mold you into the person you need to be to fulfill your divine calling. One of the most powerful aspects of this awakening is the deep sense of purpose it brings. You will no longer feel like you're living a life of aimlessness. Your days will begin to feel full, meaningful, and aligned with God's will. You will start to see the purpose behind the struggles you've faced and the lessons you've learned. You will begin to understand that your life has always had a greater purpose, and now you are ready to step into it fully. But this journey is not just about you. It's about the lives you will touch, the people you will inspire, and the change you will bring to the world. As you awaken to your divine calling, you will begin to see the bigger picture. You will realize that you were chosen not for your own gain, but to serve a greater purpose. You are being called to rise, to lead, and to bring light into the darkness. You are being called to be a beacon of hope, a messenger of truth, and a warrior of light in a world that desperately needs it. So, embrace the awakening. Embrace the transformation that is happening within you. Trust in God's timing and His plan. Know that you are not alone on this journey. You have been chosen for something extraordinary, and now is the time to step into your divine mission with faith, courage, and confidence. If there's one thing the chosen ones know, it's rejection. It's something you've experienced time and time again, whether it's from friends, family, or society. It might have felt like an invisible force, pushing you away from the people and places you once thought you belonged to. And in those moments, you might have wondered, why does this always happen to me? You may have questioned your worth, wondered why people seem to turn their backs on you, or why you've been excluded from social groups, overlooked for opportunities, or even criticized for no apparent reason. But now, as you walk this journey of understanding your divine purpose, I want you to see rejection in a new light. Rejection is not a sign of your failure, it's a sign of your favor. Let me explain. When you are chosen by God, the world doesn't always know how to handle you. You carry something different. You carry something divine. And as a result, people, whether consciously or unconsciously, can feel threatened by your energy. This is the nature of spiritual warfare. It's not about you, it's about what you carry. The truth is that rejection is one of the clearest signs of being chosen. People do not reject what they understand. They do not push away what they accept as their own. But you are not of this world, you are of God. And because of that, your presence, your light, your divine calling often intimidates others. It shakes their sense of comfort. It forces them to confront parts of themselves they'd rather leave hidden in the dark. That is why rejection follows the chosen ones. Think about it for a moment. From a young age, you probably felt like you didn't quite fit in. Even when you tried to blend in, something inside of you just wouldn't allow it. Maybe it was in school, where you couldn't quite relate to your classmates. Maybe it was with family members who never seemed to understand your dreams and aspirations. Perhaps it was in the workplace, where you felt like an outsider despite your best efforts to fit in. This wasn't a coincidence. It wasn't a flaw in your character. It was part of your divine calling. The world couldn't understand you because you were never meant to be a part of the world's system. But here's the thing. Rejection is not about your worth. It's about God's purpose for your life. When people reject you, it's not a reflection of who you are. It's a sign that you are set apart. They might criticize you, doubt you, or even betray you, but all of that is part of the divine protection that surrounds you. God is removing from your life those who cannot see your worth, those who cannot recognize your calling. He is clearing the path for those who are meant to walk with you, those who will honor the divine light you carry. Consider the great spiritual leaders and prophets throughout history. Every one of them faced rejection. Every one of them was misunderstood, persecuted, and ridiculed. Why? Because their truth was too powerful for the world to accept. They carried the light of God, and the world could not handle it. But through their rejection, they were refined, they were prepared, and just like them, your rejection is not a curse. It is a divine preparation. It is a blessing in disguise. So when people walk away from you, when doors close, when you face rejection from those you love, don't see it as a sign of failure. See it as God's way of protecting you. Those who couldn't recognize your divine calling were never meant to be part of your journey. God is moving them out of your life so that the right people can come in. People who will support you. People who will walk alongside you as you fulfill your purpose. You may have noticed that some of the rejection you face comes from the people closest to you. Friends, family, even colleagues, people you thought would always be by your side. And this can be one of the most painful forms of rejection, because these are the people you expected to understand you. But remember, not everyone who is close to you is meant to stay close to you. Some are only in your life for a season, to teach you something, to help you grow, and when that season is over, God moves them out of the way. The rejection you've experienced has been part of God's plan to isolate you from what no longer serves you. He has been protecting you from relationships, from environments, from situations that would have hindered your growth. God's favor over your life cannot be denied, and when others reject you, it only highlights the divine purpose within you. It is a divine confirmation that you are on the right path. The more you step into your calling, the more you will face rejection, but the more you will also realize that it is a sign of your strength. Rejection will no longer make you question your worth or your path. Instead, it will become a reminder that you are different, that you are special, and that your purpose is too big for the world to fully understand. Your journey is not meant to be easy. It's meant to be transformational, and rejection is part of that process. The world will try to dim your light, but you were never meant to hide. You were meant to shine, even when others can't handle your brilliance. You are meant to stand out, to lead, to inspire. And yes, that will come with rejection, but it will also come with divine rewards. It will come with the peace of knowing that you are walking in alignment with your purpose, with the assurance that no matter how many people reject you, God has already accepted you. So, if you've been feeling rejected, if you've been wondering why the people closest to you have turned their backs on you, take heart. This is not a curse, it is a blessing. The rejection you face is simply God's way of guiding you to where you need to be. You are not meant to fit in. You are meant to rise above, to lead, and to show others what it means to live a life of purpose. Rejection may hurt in the moment, but one day you will look back and see it as one of the greatest gifts of your life. It protected you, shaped you, and prepared you for the greatness that is to come. So stand tall, walk boldly. Know that God has already accepted you, and that is all that truly matters. One of the clearest and most profound signs that you are chosen is your unshakable connection with God. It is something that sets you apart from others, something that others may never truly understand. While many people turn to God in moments of crisis or trouble, you are different. You seek Him daily, in every moment of your life, not because you have to, but because you long to. You have an intimacy with God that goes beyond rituals and traditions. You walk with Him as a friend, as a guide, and as your Father. This deep connection is not accidental. It is a direct result of your calling. From a young age, you may have felt an unexplainable draw toward the spiritual. You may have had moments of profound spiritual awareness, even before you fully understood what it meant. You might have found comfort in prayer, a deep peace in your quiet moments with God, or a sense of direction when others around you were lost. This connection has always been there, guiding you, shaping you, and helping you navigate the challenges of life. While others may treat their relationship with God as something they do out of habit, you live in a constant state of communion with Him. It's not just about asking for blessings or guidance when you need them. It's about a life where every decision, every step, and every action is rooted in your connection to the divine. Your relationship with God is the foundation upon which everything in your life is built. It's not about performing religious duties. It's about living in alignment with His will, seeking His wisdom, and trusting in His plan. But having this kind of connection comes with great responsibility. The closer you get to God, the more the world will try to pull you away. It's as if the closer you draw near to the light, the darker the world around you becomes. The enemy will try to distract you, tempt you, and lead you astray. The more you seek God, the more the world will try to lure you into its distractions, whether it's through social media, toxic relationships, or the relentless pursuit of material things. The enemy knows that if he can sever your connection with God, he can weaken your power and influence. This is why staying grounded in your faith is so important. You see, as a chosen one, your power doesn't come from yourself, it comes from your connection to God. When you are aligned with His will, nothing in this world can stand in your way. No matter the trials, the opposition, or the difficulties you face, when you walk closely with God, you walk in victory. Your connection to Him is what strengthens you, guides you, and gives you the courage to continue even when the path seems unclear. This deep connection with God also gives you a sense of peace that others cannot understand. While the world may be filled with chaos, anxiety, and uncertainty, you have a peace that passes all understanding. It is not that you don't face difficulties, but that you face them with the knowledge that God is with you. You have an assurance that no matter what happens, God is in control, and that His plan for your life is far greater than anything you could imagine. As you continue to strengthen your relationship with God, you will begin to notice that He speaks to you more clearly. It might be through moments of quiet reflection, through dreams, through the scriptures, or even through the people He places in your life. These divine nudges, these small whispers of guidance, will lead you step by step toward your purpose. Your ability to hear God's voice and discern His will becomes sharper the closer you draw to Him. But this connection is not just about receiving guidance. It's about walking in divine alignment. You were never meant to live according to the world's standards. You were never meant to chase after fame, money, or popularity. Your life has a higher calling, a calling that can only be fulfilled when you are fully aligned with God's will. This alignment brings peace, direction, and fulfillment that the world cannot offer. Your connection with God also opens your heart to compassion and empathy. As you walk in His love, you begin to see others through His eyes. You understand their struggles, their pain, and their needs, and you are moved to help. Being chosen means that your mission is not just about yourself. It's about serving others, lifting them up, and leading them toward the light of God. Your connection with God enables you to do this with grace and love, even when others may not understand or appreciate your efforts. As you continue your journey, you may face moments of doubt. You may question whether you are truly walking in alignment with God, whether you are truly fulfilling your purpose. In these moments, it is crucial to lean into your connection with Him. Trust that His plan for you is unfolding exactly as it should. There will be times when the road seems unclear, when the obstacles feel insurmountable, and when you wonder if you're on the right path. But remember, it is in these moments of uncertainty that God's guidance is most powerful. It is through Him that you will find the strength to continue, the courage to keep going, and the faith to trust in His divine timing. Your connection with God is also a source of divine protection. As you walk in His will, you are shielded from the attacks of the enemy. This does not mean that challenges won't come. In fact, the enemy will intensify his efforts to stop you when he sees that you are aligned with God's purpose. But you are not alone. God's presence will surround you, protect you, and guide you through the most difficult of times. His angels are watching over you, and His hand is upon your life, leading you toward victory. The closer you draw to God, the more He will reveal your purpose to you. As you continue to strengthen your relationship with Him, you will gain clarity on the mission He has set before you. This clarity will give you the courage to step boldly into your calling, knowing that you are exactly where you need to be. It will give you the confidence to trust in the process, even when it seems like the world is working against you. Ultimately, your connection with God is the most powerful tool you have. It is the source of your strength, your wisdom, and your divine favor. As you continue to grow in your relationship with Him, you will find that everything else in your life begins to fall into place. When you are aligned with God's will, you will experience peace, joy, and fulfillment that the world cannot offer. You will find purpose in everything you do, and you will begin to see your life transform in ways you never thought possible. So, if you're feeling disconnected, if you're wondering how to strengthen your bond with God, I encourage you to take a moment each day to spend time in His presence. Whether it's through prayer, meditation, reading scripture, or simply sitting in silence and listening, make time for Him. The more you seek God, the more He will reveal Himself to you. The more you lean into Him, the more you will be empowered to fulfill your divine calling. Remember, as a chosen one, you are never truly alone. God is with you, guiding you and leading you every step of the way. Trust in His love, trust in His plan, and trust in the divine connection that you share. This is the foundation of your spiritual journey, and it is the key to unlocking your true potential. As a chosen one of the most powerful gifts that God has given you is spiritual discernment. This gift is not one that everyone possesses, but it is essential for you to fulfill your divine mission. Spiritual discernment is the ability to see beyond the physical realm, to look beyond appearances and superficialities, and to perceive the deeper truths that lie hidden beneath the surface of everyday life. It is a heightened awareness, a sense of understanding, and a divine intuition that allows you to see things that others cannot. For most people, life is lived through a narrow lens. They see what is right in front of them, and they judge situations and people based on what they can see, hear, and touch. But you, as a chosen one, are different. God has opened your spiritual eyes, and He has given you the ability to see with your soul. You can sense energies, read between the lines, and perceive the true intentions of others, even when they try to mask them. This gift is one of the greatest blessings of being chosen, but it is also one of the most challenging. With spiritual discernment, you are able to see the world for what it truly is. You see the spiritual battles that are happening all around you, even when they are not visible to the naked eye. You can feel the presence of light and darkness, and you can discern who is operating from a place of truth and who is hiding behind deception. You have the ability to know when something isn't right, even if there is no obvious evidence to support your feelings. This gift allows you to navigate the complexities of the world with divine wisdom, enabling you to avoid traps, make wise decisions, and stay on the path that God has set for you. But as you develop this gift of spiritual discernment, you will also face challenges. You will see things that others cannot see, and this will often make you feel isolated. You may try to explain what you're perceiving to others, but they might dismiss it or think you're overreacting. They might not understand why you're so sensitive to certain energies, or why you're able to sense when something is off. This can be frustrating, but it is important to remember that not everyone is meant to see what you see. Your discernment comes from God, and it is a divine gift that is meant to guide you on your unique journey. At times, you may even question your own perceptions. You might wonder if you're overthinking things, or if your intuition is leading you down the wrong path. But trust in the gift God has given you. You were chosen because of your ability to see the truth, to discern the spiritual forces at work, and to recognize the lies that others might accept without question. Your discernment is a divine tool that helps you navigate through life's challenges and remain steadfast in your mission. One of the most powerful aspects of spiritual discernment is your ability to see people for who they truly are. While others may be fooled by outward appearances or charming personalities, you have the ability to sense the energy that people carry. You can tell when someone is sincere, and you can also tell when someone is hiding something. This ability to see beyond the surface is not just a gift, it is a responsibility. You must use your discernment wisely, knowing when to act and when to remain silent. Not every truth needs to be exposed, and not every battle needs to be fought. Sometimes, the best response is to observe, pray, and let God handle the situation. Your spiritual discernment also extends to the environments you find yourself in. You may walk into a room and immediately feel a shift in the atmosphere. You may feel uncomfortable in certain places, or you may be drawn to others with a deep sense of peace. This heightened awareness is a sign that your spirit is tuned into the divine frequency, and it is helping you to navigate through the world with a greater sense of clarity and wisdom. Trust your instincts, and do not ignore the subtle signs that God is giving you. One of the greatest challenges of being a chosen one is that you are often required to walk a path that is different from the rest. While others may follow the crowd, you are called to stand apart. Your discernment allows you to see that the path the world follows is often full of distractions, lies, and spiritual traps. You are not meant to follow the masses. You are meant to lead, to bring light where there is darkness, and to expose the truth where lies have taken root. This is why you must protect your discernment. It is a precious gift, and it is essential for your divine mission. As you continue to grow in your spiritual awareness, you will notice that the world around you becomes clearer. You will start to understand the spiritual warfare happening in every aspect of life. The subtle influences that try to lead people away from the truth, the deceptive tactics that the enemy uses to distract and deceive. You will become more attuned to the divine guidance that is always available to you. Through prayer, fasting, and seeking God's wisdom, your discernment will sharpen, and you will be able to make decisions with greater clarity and confidence. But with this gift comes a great responsibility. Your spiritual discernment is not just for your benefit. It is meant to be used to help others, to guide them toward truth and righteousness. As you begin to see things more clearly, you will find that others are drawn to you for guidance. They will seek your wisdom, your insight, and your perspective on life. This is part of your divine mission, to help others see the truth, to lead them out of darkness, and to bring them into the light of God's love. As a chosen one, you are called to be a beacon of light in the world. Your discernment allows you to navigate through the darkness, to expose the lies that seek to deceive, and to bring the truth to those who need it. You are not just walking this path for yourself, you are walking it for others. God has given you this gift so that you can be a guide, a teacher, and a source of light for those who are lost. In your journey, there will be moments when you feel overwhelmed by the weight of your discernment. It can be difficult to see the truth when others are blinded by lies. It can be painful to recognize deception, betrayal, and falsehood in the world around you. But remember, God has equipped you with this gift for a reason. He has chosen you because you are strong enough to bear the responsibility that comes with it. You are capable of handling the weight of this truth because you are not walking this path alone. God is with you, guiding you, and giving you the strength to endure. So, embrace your spiritual discernment. Trust in the gift that God has given you and use it to guide you on your journey. Protect it, nurture it, and let it lead you toward your divine purpose. Your ability to see beyond the surface is a gift that will not only help you fulfill your mission, but will also help you to uplift others and lead them toward the truth. As a chosen one, you have likely sensed that your path is not one that can be walked without resistance. The journey you are on is not just a physical one, it is a spiritual one, and that means you will encounter spiritual warfare. While the world may seem peaceful on the surface, beneath it lies a battle between light and darkness, good and evil. As you walk in your divine purpose, you will inevitably find yourself in this battle. However, understand this. The fact that you are facing spiritual warfare is a confirmation of your calling. God has not called you to walk a life of ease. He has called you to be a warrior, to stand firm in the face of opposition, and to rise above the spiritual battles that others may not even be aware of. You are chosen for a purpose far greater than what the world can offer, and the enemy knows this. That's why spiritual warfare often surrounds the chosen ones. The closer you get to fulfilling your divine mission, the more the enemy will try to stop you. This is a truth that all chosen ones must come to terms with. You are a target because you are a threat to darkness. The enemy does not attack those who are walking in the world's ways. He attacks those who are stepping into their divine purpose. You might be wondering, why does this happen? Why is spiritual warfare so intense for the chosen ones? The answer is simple. The enemy fears your potential. He fears the impact you will have once you fully step into your purpose. The closer you get to the truth of who you are and the work that God has called you to do, the more the enemy will try to derail you. His goal is to cause confusion, fear, doubt, and distraction, anything to keep you from walking in your calling. But let me tell you this, no matter how intense the attack, you are already victorious. The key to overcoming spiritual warfare is not in your own strength. It is in your relationship with God. He is your shield, your protector, your guide. As you draw near to him, you gain the strength and wisdom to fight the battles that come your way. The enemy may try to distract you with doubts, temptations, and struggles, but as long as you remain grounded in God's word, you will overcome. The battle is not yours alone, it is God's, and he has already promised that no weapon formed against you shall prosper. One of the most important things to understand about spiritual warfare is that it is not always as obvious as it may seem. The enemy is a master of deception, and his attacks can sometimes be subtle. He doesn't always show up as a physical adversary. Sometimes his attacks come in the form of negative thoughts, feelings of inadequacy, or spiritual dryness. He may try to make you feel isolated or disconnected from God, and in those moments, it can be easy to doubt yourself or question your purpose. But remember, these attacks are not a reflection of who you are. They are a reflection of the enemy's fear of your divine potential. When you feel overwhelmed by these thoughts or doubts, it is important to stand firm in your faith. Recognize that the enemy's goal is to cause you to lose focus on your purpose. His greatest weapon is distraction. So when you find yourself in a spiritual battle, refocus on God's promises. Dive into His Word, pray, and seek His presence. The more you immerse yourself in His love, the more you will realize that the enemy's attacks are powerless against you. Spiritual warfare can also manifest in the form of external challenges. You may face difficulties in your relationships, your finances, or your health, and it can feel as though everything is falling apart. The enemy uses these external struggles to create fear and doubt in your heart. He wants you to believe that God has abandoned you or that your divine purpose is unattainable. But these struggles are not signs of God's absence. They are signs of the spiritual battle you are engaged in. The enemy will do everything in his power to prevent you from fulfilling your purpose, but every trial you face is an opportunity for growth, for refining your faith, and for strengthening your trust in God. One of the most powerful weapons you have in this spiritual battle is prayer. Prayer is not just a way to ask God for help, it is a weapon of warfare. When you pray, you are aligning yourself with God's will, and you are tapping into His divine power. Your prayers have the ability to break through the darkness, to tear down strongholds, and to call forth the strength and wisdom you need to face any challenge. Prayer is your direct line to God, and it is through prayer that you will find the clarity, strength, and peace you need to navigate the spiritual battles you face. Another powerful tool in overcoming spiritual warfare is fasting. Fasting is a way of drawing closer to God, by denying the flesh in order to feed the spirit. It is a discipline that helps you grow in your faith and strengthens your connection to God. Fasting clears the mind and opens the heart, allowing you to hear God more clearly. It also empowers you to resist the temptations and distractions that the enemy uses to pull you away from your calling. When you fast, you are not just denying food, you are denying the influence of the world so that you can better hear the voice of God. It is also important to recognize that the enemy's attacks are not always personal. While the enemy may target you specifically because of your calling, his attacks can also be aimed at those around you. You may see loved ones going through their own struggles, and it can feel as though everyone in your life is under attack. But remember, this is part of the spiritual battle. The enemy is trying to disrupt your relationships, your peace, and your sense of community. But just as you are called to stand firm in your faith, you are also called to pray for those around you. Your prayers have the power to protect and uplift your loved ones, and to keep them safe from the enemy's attacks. As you walk through this spiritual warfare, remember that victory is already yours. You are not fighting for victory, you are fighting from a place of victory. Jesus has already won the battle, and He has given you the authority to overcome. The enemy may try to discourage you, to make you feel weak or powerless, but remember, you are a child of God. You are equipped with the power of the Holy Spirit, and there is no weapon that can stand against you. So when you face spiritual warfare, don't be afraid. Don't let the enemy's attacks make you doubt your worth or your purpose. Stand firm in your faith, draw close to God, and trust that He will lead you through the battle. The enemy may try to take you down, but with God by your side, there is no force on earth that can stop you. You are more than a conqueror, and your victory is assured. Keep walking in faith, keep fighting the good fight, and know that your divine purpose will always prevail. As a chosen one, you will experience two opposing forces that seem to operate side by side in your life: profound blessings and intense struggles. It may seem like the more favor you receive, the harder the challenges become. These forces aren't a coincidence, they are both part of your divine journey. The favor you carry from God will open doors for you, bring blessings into your life, and offer you opportunities that others only dream of. But this same favor will also invite resistance. The more you step into your calling, the more the enemy will attempt to derail you, hinder your progress, and create obstacles that seem insurmountable. However, these struggles are not signs of failure. They are the proof that you are walking in divine alignment, moving closer to your purpose. Many chosen ones experience what seems like an endless cycle of blessings followed by trials. You may find yourself on the receiving end of God's favor, receiving unexpected opportunities, success in your work, growth in your relationships, or peace in your heart. These are not coincidences. These blessings are the fruits of your alignment with God's plan. You are being rewarded for your faithfulness, for your dedication, and for your willingness to walk through life with integrity and purpose. But then, as soon as things seem to be going well, something difficult happens, an unexpected setback, an emotional challenge, or an external force that disrupts your peace. These struggles can shake your confidence, make you question your path, and lead you to wonder whether the blessings you've received were truly from God. The truth is, these struggles are part of the process. They are not a reflection of God's absence in your life. They are a reflection of His deep involvement in your development. The blessings you receive serve as a testament to His love and favor, while the struggles you endure serve to refine you, strengthen your character, and prepare you for what's to come. God allows these trials to mold you into the person He has called you to be. Every struggle you face is a tool in His hands, working to shape you for a higher purpose. You may be familiar with the feeling of reaching a breakthrough, only to find that it's followed by an unexpected challenge. You may have experienced moments of immense success, only to be confronted with obstacles that seem disproportionate to the blessing you've just received. This is not a sign that you are off course. It is a sign that the enemy sees your progress and is trying to disrupt it. When you are walking in alignment with God's will, you become a target for resistance because you are a threat to darkness. The more you walk in your purpose, the more the enemy will try to sow discord in your life. But here's the thing about these trials. They are not meant to break you. They are meant to build you. God allows resistance to come into your life because He knows that you are capable of overcoming it. He knows that the strength He has placed within you is greater than any obstacle you will face. The more resistance you face, the stronger you become, and the more powerful your testimony will be. When you endure through difficulty, your faith grows, and you learn to rely on God's strength, not your own. Think of the example of a seed. When a seed is planted in the ground, it faces resistance from the soil. It has to push through the earth in order to break free and grow. The soil doesn't crush the seed. It helps the seed to become strong enough to grow into the plant it was destined to be. The resistance is not a punishment. It is part of the growth process. In the same way, your struggles help you grow stronger, more resilient, and more capable of fulfilling the mission that God has entrusted to you. One of the most difficult aspects of being a chosen one is that your blessings and struggles often come in tandem. For example, you may receive a new job opportunity, a promotion, or financial blessing, only to face personal or emotional challenges shortly afterward. This duality can make you feel as though you're living in a constant state of tension, always receiving the rewards of God's favor, while simultaneously feeling the weight of the struggles that come with your divine calling. However, this tension is a sign of your spiritual maturity. The greater the calling, the greater the opposition. But the greater the opposition, the greater the glory that awaits you. The key to navigating this duality is understanding that both the blessings and the struggles are part of God's divine plan for your life. He is with you in both the highs and the lows. When you are blessed, it is not just a sign of God's favor, it is also a test of how you handle success. Do you remain humble? Do you continue to trust God even when everything seems to be going well? And when you are struggling, it is not a sign that you are being abandoned. It is a sign that God is refining you, preparing you for the next phase of your calling. Will you stand firm in your faith, even when things seem difficult? Will you trust that the struggles are leading you to something greater? One of the most powerful tools you have in navigating this tension is gratitude. Gratitude keeps you grounded in the knowledge that both your blessings and your struggles are from God. Gratitude helps you focus on the positive aspects of your life, even when things are difficult. When you can find thankfulness in the midst of struggle, you allow God to work through you in ways that will surprise you. You may not understand why you're facing a particular challenge, but you can be grateful that God is with you in it. You can be grateful that He is using this challenge to mold you into the person you are becoming. Another tool in overcoming the duality of blessings and struggles is perspective. Remember that your blessings are not just for your benefit, they are meant to impact others. When God blesses you, He blesses you so that you can be a blessing to others. Your success is a testimony to the goodness of God, and it serves to inspire those around you. Similarly, your struggles are not just for you, they are for others as well. When you go through hardships and come out victorious, you become a beacon of hope to those who are struggling. Your story is a testimony of God's faithfulness, and your resilience shows others that they can overcome too. You may wonder, at times, why the enemy fights so hard against you. Why does he try to thwart your progress, throw you off course, and make your journey difficult? The answer is simple. He knows your potential. He knows that you are a threat to darkness. He knows that once you fully step into your divine calling, there will be no stopping you. That is why, the more you step into God's favor, the more resistance you will face. But here is the truth. No matter how much resistance comes your way, God's favor on your life is greater. The enemy cannot stop what God has ordained. The blessing of being chosen is not just in the rewards you receive, but in the strength you gain through the struggles. When you face difficulty and come through it stronger, you develop the endurance and faith necessary to carry out the work God has set before you. Your trials refine you, shape you, and prepare you for the greater purpose that lies ahead. The more resistance you face, the more you will recognize God's hand at work, guiding you through every obstacle and leading you to victory. So, the next time you experience a blessing followed by a struggle, take a moment to reflect. Understand that both are part of your divine calling. The struggles are not obstacles, they are stepping stones, refining you for the purpose you were created for. And the blessings are not coincidences, they are the fruits of your faithfulness and alignment with God's will. Embrace both, knowing that each one is part of your divine journey. As a chosen one, you were never meant to live an ordinary life. Your life is not meant to be just about seeking comfort, accumulating wealth, or following the conventional paths that society offers. You were called into something far greater, something beyond the confines of earthly standards and expectations. The divine purpose that God has for you is unique, powerful, and transformative. It's a purpose that is etched deep into your soul, and it is something you've always known, even if you couldn't fully articulate it until now. You see, while many people go through life without ever questioning their existence, you have always felt a longing for something deeper. There's always been a part of you that knew you were meant for more. Even when you tried to fit in, to follow the same paths that others were walking, something inside of you resisted. Your spirit refused to settle for the mundane because you were created to fulfill a higher calling. This divine purpose is the reason you were placed on this earth. It is the force that has been propelling you forward, even when the world around you couldn't understand. For many chosen ones, the feeling of being different is both a blessing and a challenge. You may have felt misunderstood, isolated, or even rejected at times, simply because your path was not the same as everyone else's. But the truth is, this feeling of difference is a sign of your divine purpose. You were never meant to blend into the background. You were meant to stand out, to lead, and to be a light in a world that often feels dark and confused. Your purpose is not just for you, it is for the people around you, for the world that needs your unique gifts and talents. Understanding your divine purpose requires you to look beyond the surface and see the bigger picture. While others may be focused on short-term goals, material success, social approval, or fleeting happiness, you are being called to something eternal. Your life is part of God's greater plan, a plan that stretches far beyond your individual experiences. You were created to be a part of the story of redemption, of healing, and of transformation. This is not just a personal journey, it is a collective one. The work you are called to do will have ripple effects that reach beyond your immediate surroundings and touch the lives of countless others. When you fully step into your divine purpose, everything in your life begins to align. The struggles you've faced, the challenges you've overcome, and even the hardships you've endured, all of them were preparing you for this moment. They were shaping you into the person you needed to be to fulfill God's plan. You might look back on those difficult times and wonder how you made it through, but the truth is, God was with you in every step. He was refining your character, strengthening your faith, and building your resilience, so that when the time came for you to rise, you would be ready. Your divine purpose is not about personal success or individual glory. It is about serving others, bringing light into dark places, and being a vessel through which God's love and wisdom can flow. It's about using your unique gifts and abilities to make a difference in the world, to lead others toward the truth, and to inspire them to awaken to their own divine calling. Your purpose is far greater than any earthly achievement. It is a calling that transcends time, space, and circumstances. And it is up to you to embrace it fully, to walk in it with confidence, and to trust that God will guide you every step of the way. Embracing your divine purpose means that you are willing to step outside of your comfort zone, to take risks, and to trust in God's plan, even when it doesn't make sense to the world. It means that you are willing to let go of the things that no longer serve you, whether it's toxic relationships, unhealthy habits, or worldly pursuits. It means that you are ready to live a life of surrender, knowing that God's plan is far greater than anything you could have imagined for yourself. Living in alignment with your divine purpose also means that you will face moments of uncertainty and doubt. There will be times when you question your path, when you wonder if you are truly making a difference, or when the weight of your calling feels overwhelming. But it is in these moments that you must return to your source, God. He has called you, and He will equip you for everything you need along the way. The journey may be difficult, but it will also be deeply fulfilling. You will experience peace in the midst of chaos, strength in the face of adversity, and joy that surpasses understanding. God's purpose for your life is not static, it is dynamic and ever-evolving. As you continue to walk in alignment with His will, He will reveal new aspects of your purpose. He will open doors you never thought possible, bring people into your life who will support and guide you, and lead you to places you never imagined you'd go. And with each step you take, you will grow closer to Him, and you will come to realize that this divine journey is not just about fulfilling a mission, it is about becoming who you were always meant to be. Your purpose is not defined by what you do for a living or by the titles you carry. It is defined by how you live, how you love, and how you serve. Your purpose is about being the person that God created you to be, a vessel of His love, a bearer of His truth, and a messenger of His light. It is about using your life as an offering to God, letting His presence shine through you in every interaction, in every decision, and in every action you take. As you continue to walk in your divine purpose, you will find that the blessings you receive are not just for you, they are for the world around you. Your life will become a testimony of God's grace, and your journey will inspire others to step into their own purpose. You will be a beacon of hope, a guide for those who are lost, and a source of strength for those who are struggling. The more you embrace your calling, the more God will use you to impact the world in ways you never thought possible. One of the most powerful aspects of living in alignment with your divine purpose is that it brings a sense of fulfillment that the world cannot provide. While worldly success may bring temporary satisfaction, it can never bring lasting peace. But when you are walking in your purpose, everything changes. You begin to experience a deep sense of joy and contentment, knowing that you are living the life you were always meant to live. You will see how your actions, your choices, and your words can change the lives of others, and you will realize that this is what you were born for. So, as you continue on this journey, remember that your divine purpose is a gift. It is the reason you were created, the reason you are here. Embrace it fully, trust in God's plan, and walk boldly in the path that He has laid out for you. You are not just living an ordinary life, you are living a life of divine purpose, and that is the most extraordinary thing you could ever do. As you continue to step deeper into your divine purpose, one truth becomes undeniably clear. The journey you are on will require endurance. Being chosen by God does not mean an easy road filled with constant victories and peace. In fact, it often means the opposite: trials, setbacks, moments of doubt, and battles that test your faith. But these moments, challenging as they may be, are not signs that you are off course. They are signs that you are being refined, prepared, and equipped for the divine destiny God has laid before you. Endurance is not just about surviving hardships, it is about thriving through them. It is about trusting that, even in the hardest moments, God is still working in your life. His plans for you are far greater than what you can see in the moment, and every struggle you face is part of His divine process of transformation. Your ability to endure is directly connected to your ability to trust in God's timing and His faithfulness. While the world may tell you to quit when things get tough, God calls you to press on, to keep going, even when the path seems unclear. You might feel overwhelmed at times, wondering how much longer you can go on, especially when things don't seem to be moving in the direction you expected. But understand that endurance is not about doing everything in your own strength. It is about leaning into God's strength, relying on His power, and trusting that He is carrying you through the difficult seasons. When you feel weary, He will give you rest. When you feel like giving up, He will renew your strength. The promise of Scripture is clear. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Philippians 4:13. It is Christ's strength that will carry you through. There will be times when you feel like you're not making progress, or that the obstacles are insurmountable. But remember, the process of becoming who God has called you to be takes time. God is not in a hurry, and neither should you be. Sometimes, the most challenging periods of your life are the ones that are preparing you for the greatest breakthroughs. Think of a seed planted in the ground. It has to push through the dirt, the rocks, and the soil before it can break free and grow. In the same way, you are being strengthened through your challenges. God is building your character, fortifying your spirit, and developing your faith. This season of endurance is also a time to trust in God's divine timing. His plan is perfect, and He knows exactly when to bring about the breakthroughs you've been waiting for. It's easy to become frustrated when things don't happen according to your timeline, but remember that God's timing is always right. He will open doors at the perfect moment. He will make a way when there seems to be no way. Your role is to trust in that timing and remain faithful, even when the path ahead looks uncertain. Endurance doesn't mean you have to face everything alone. The power of community is incredibly important for the chosen ones. God places people in your life who are meant to encourage you, uplift you, and support you through your journey. Don't be afraid to lean on others when the burden feels too heavy. Together, we are stronger. The Bible tells us, 2 are better than 1 because they have a good return for their labor. Ecclesiastes 4:9. God uses others to help you stay grounded and encouraged, especially during the most difficult seasons. Through every trial, God is with you, guiding you, protecting you, and refining you. When you are in the midst of the battle, it can be easy to forget this truth. But I encourage you to take a step back and remember who you are in Christ. You are not defined by your struggles, but by your divine calling. You are more than a conqueror through Him who loves you. Romans 8:37. No matter what you face, you are equipped to endure. Every hardship you endure is shaping you into the person you were created to be. Your purpose is too great and your calling too important for you to give up now. It is in the midst of your struggles that your faith becomes most powerful. When everything around you seems to fall apart, when the enemy tries to make you feel defeated, that's when your faith rises to the surface. When you choose to stand firm and trust in God's promises, you show the world and the enemy that nothing can shake you. Your endurance becomes a testimony to the power of God's presence in your life. In these moments, it's crucial to remind yourself that your endurance is not a sign of weakness, but a sign of your strength in Christ. You are enduring not by your own willpower, but by the power of the Holy Spirit working within you. His strength is made perfect in your weakness. This is why endurance is so important. It's in the moments when you feel weakest that God's power shines the brightest. So, as you continue on this journey, know that endurance is key to your divine purpose. Every trial you face, every difficulty you encounter, is an opportunity for you to grow stronger and more aligned with God's will. Keep trusting, keep believing, and keep moving forward. The path may not always be easy, but it is always worth it. You were chosen for this purpose, and nothing in this world can stop you from fulfilling it. Trust the process, trust God's plan, endure with faith, knowing that the victory is already yours.